In today's video, we are going to create a Parclo interchange in Tanmit Shores. And we're also going to start our very own forestry industry. Let's get building. Hello, and welcome back to Tanmit Shores. Before we do anything, I wanted to point out that I actually did a live stream in this city over on TikTok where I built this interchange in preparation of the airport area, which is supposed to be right down here somewhere. So we got this one, three-way interchange right here. I think it looks really cool with the over-under approach here with the roads looking really smooth. No mods whatsoever. I've also filled out this area a bit with some shops. We got some trees, a nice walkable area in here. So I'm also sometimes live on TikTok, and if you want to drop me a follow over there, hey, who knows, I may be live right now. So for this episode, since we have such high industrial demand, I cannot get that demand to go down. So let's just, since we have so many trees, create a small forestry area in here, and we will need an interchange for that. Let's go with a Parclo interchange. Very easy to build. We want to go to the medium roads. We're going to grab a 4-lane road with a median, of course. We're going to raise it up over the highway. Remember, your elevation step is all the way up here, so if you click page up once, it is 12 meters. It's an increment of 12 meters. So we're up at 12 meters now, and we want to do this. So we have the sort of the same spacing on either side of the highway. Then we'll go out by another at least 5 units. So there we go, and then we'll go down with the smoothest elevation step we can have with 12 units. Road going out by 12 units. Let's go. All right, so we're left with this now. Okay, unfortunately we have 2 pillars here, only 1 pillar there, but that is not a problem in my opinion. Okay, so what we want to do now actually is take this road, go out again by at least 10 units. We can then drop it down to ground level. I think we want to get rid of the road guidelines for this one so we can have those 10 units. And we'll do the same on the other side. So we don't have any mods, so we're going to have to work with the terrain here. It's not a big problem. We can definitely work with that. All right, so what we want to do now, these nubs that we have created here, we want to connect one road to this highway, and we'll have one off-ramp here. So if you're leaving the highway, you will be here, and if you're going onto the highway, you will also drive through here. So we're going to the one-way roads. We're going to grab these. Technically, we could even go with some highway roads. I think we should do that. Go to the freeform roads tool, and we'll start with this slip lane first. That created some really weird terrain. Do that again. Go back to the avenue, and I think we'll go out by at least 12 units. What we can do here is go up by 10 units, and don't drop it all the way to the ground. Leave it up 1 increment higher, and then this should work out pretty good with the slip lane. We can simply do this, do a small curve here, and then we'll go down to ground level with this piece, and hopefully we can sneak our way. No. So there's the pillar here. That's unfortunate. Let's fix it. All we have to do, take out these segments, draw it again, which doesn't work. Draw this part again, and boom, we got rid of the pillar. Easy as pie. Back to our slip lane. We're on ground level now, and now we can just simply do this and connect to our highway. Look at that. We have an on-ramp to the highway already. That's amazing. Let's go back, turn on some road guidelines. Now all we want to do is, I know mods, of course. What we want to do is very smoothly nudge in this road in here. We're going to do this. We'll go down to ground level and connect to the highway. We'll worry about the directions later. There we go. It's vanilla. It's looking okay-ish, I guess. That's as best as we can do without the use of any mods. I think it's fine, actually. And we will do the exact same thing on the other side. So remember, we want this to be not all the way to ground level, but we'll go out by 10 units. And was it 10 or was that 11? Don't go all the way to ground level now. Go back to your highway ramps. Look at that smooth ramp. Perfect. All right, now possibly that we'll have to take this one out again. We're going for somewhat a symmetrical look here. It doesn't have to be super symmetrical, but if we can get it to look somewhat symmetrical, that is fine. And that was way too high. That's okay. See, easy as pie. There we go. And now this side, boom, very nice. So just the roads. There we go. All right, there's one more thing that we need to do, because as it is now, if you are on the highway, you're driving this direction, you want to go into the city, you can take this off-ramp right here, and you can go right or you can go left. And the same with from this side. You take this off-ramp here, and you can go right or you can go left. If you want to leave the city, and let's say you're in this area and you want to go right, all you have to do is hang a left here, and then go onto the highway. But we want to make this a bit easier for our citizens and for our traffic system. So what we can do now is simply add another slip lane, and we'll do the exact same thing on the other side. You step to note here. All right. So now we're in the city. We want to go to the highway. If we want to go right, simple. You drive here, you turn right, boom, you're on the highway. If you want to go left, you go across the bridge, turn right here, go through here, and boom, you're on your way. And there we go. Okay, we could technically shorten these roads a bit to make this a bit more compact, but I think it's going to be okay. Maybe I'll change it up off camera at some point. I'm not 100% sure, but I think for now it's okay. It's very functional. It'll look good. And the best part is now come in here. We can start working on our forestry area. All right, another thing that we can do to make it look even better is go to our terrain tool right here, shift terrain, and we want to raise the terrain. And what all that does is raise the terrain underneath the bridge here, which makes for a bit more realism. Now we can simply go here with the shift terrain tool. So if we go to the smallest brush setting, that works pretty good. So you just hold left click and it will raise the terrain, but it will stop at the road because the terrain cannot go higher. And I think it looks a bit more realistic if there is, just like in real life, if there is this terrain underneath. And what we can do now is just go to the smooth terrain. What is it called? Soften terrain, sorry. And just smooth out some of these edges in here. That is one thing. If I dislike one thing, it's how these edges look, these vanilla edges here. So we've made this a bit more realistic because now we have this ground underneath the bridges, just like in real life, basically. And you can of course decorate this. I will do that in a detailing time lapse though, but you can put some rocks in here just to make it look a bit nicer and to cover up this terrain. But we'll do that at a later point. Now, let's start with the forestry area because we do want to get that industrial demand taken care of. All right, the cool thing is we do have our rail right here. We could technically build a train hub in here for some of the forestry goods. Okay, now roundabouts. I think we do want to go with a oversized 10 by 10 roundabout. That might be way too big. Let's see if we could go with a, that's 5, 6, 7. Let's go with a 7, 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. All right, a nice 7 by 7 roundabout. Let's go back to, first we have to anchor this bad boy, otherwise it will warp once we add some roads. Now let's go to the avenue roads. Let's go with the decorative tree lane. No, let's go with a 2 lane road, but also with trees because we're trying to build a forestry area here. So what I'm thinking, is a basic square layout here in preparation for the train. Maybe we'll do something like this. And just with, to mix it up just a bit of you know, curves in here. We do want to paint an industry area though. It has no specialization. Okay, let's take out this. All right, now I don't want a road here, I don't think. So what we'll do now, there we go. And let's go to the Industries tab and let's go to Forestry. Perfect. We do need a Forestry main building and that fits here perfectly. Congratulations! Spruce Forest Products has reached level 1. The following buildings have unlocked: sawmill, small tree plantation, small log yard. Let's get building. Let's go. First of all, that's not Spruce Forest Productions. Tanmit Shore's Forestry, I think. If you have a better name for the forestry area, please feel free to let me know what we should name this. Okay, so there are plenty of trees in here. We do need trees for that. What we can also do is paint a regular district in here. Oh, we of course need power and water in here. And also create the forestry specialization, and then we can create even more variety using the regular industrial zoning right here. Okay, so first of all, let's come in here and let's see, what did we unlock? We unlocked the tree patch, the sawmill, and a small log yard. Let's look at that. As if it was meant to be, it fits in here perfectly, but I think we can do a bit better. Okay, so let's add that in here. Very nice. And for the sawmill, I think we will carve out a small area right here. Does this fit in here? It does. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that. All right, raw forest products, plant timber. That's amazing. That will all sort itself out. Now let's come in here and let's place some of the small forest fields. Small tree plantation. How wide is that? I can add 2 in here. I like this. Okay, oak, beech, or alder. Ooh, I think alder is nice. Oh. Yeah, the alder is nice. All right, raw forest products. Perfect. Very, very cool. Let's create some more areas where we can actually add some regular industry buildings. Because remember, we do have the forestry going. Let's do that. These will be forestry buildings. Amazing. We can also add some in here. Okay, beware of the zoning squares. Let's add a 4x4 building in here, a 4x4 building in here. And boom, look at that. Woody's wood. Woody's wood. Okay. Okay, so we should be seeing some influx in traffic, of course. Now, the thing is, we do want to connect this to our city as well. So let's just simply come in here, grab our biking road, 4-lane with bicycle. And, ooh, I remember the issues we had here with the terrain. But I do want to keep it. So what we'll do is, we have to elevate this road anyway. So maybe we should... elevated costs a lot of money, though. Okay, I have to think of something here. Maybe we'll do some terraforming. You know what? Alrighty, went with this approach right here. I know I said we're going green. Terraforming to make room for roads is maybe not the best option, but I think this works out fine. Now we got this forestry area connected to our main city grid, which I think is really, really cool. Let's actually do some slight terraforming in here just to get that a bit. Yeah, there we go. And we still have quite the demand for forestry, for industrial in general. So let's just come in here and add some more of these cool buildings here. I love that. Looks really, really cool. Okay, here we are. I decided to add some more custom tree fields. You know, maybe the story is that Tanmit Shores is very famous for its beautiful trees that maybe won awards. And the wood that comes here from Tanmit Shore's forestry is very famous because it's a very special wood. It is super resilient. It is very good for furniture. Who knows what happens in Tanmit Shore's forestry? I really, really like this. I'll do some more detailing, especially for the entrance here and as well for the interchange here, but that will be in a time lapse, and I think we should start with that right now. Timestamps below if you want to skip, of course. right, I'm kind of satisfied with this entrance. Very, very nice. I'm loving this forestry area. It is super amazing. Obviously, I also placed down the train station just because I wanted to get these train tracks to rearrange this so the road would fit under it. We definitely need some public transportation in here, but I think we should do that in the next episode, since this one, I don't want it to be too long. But I also love how this interchange turned out with all the decorations. We got some shrubbery on the roads here, but we just remember, it's a game. And of course, you do not have to do this level of detailing every time, all the time. Remember, there's no right or wrong way to play the game. You can do whatever you please. And now, if you want to know how to create the best water treatment plant for your city, I highly recommend you check out this video right over here. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great day and stay safe out there. Bye-bye, my friends.